Hey yo, what a do, baby? It's your boy Dynamic. And to be honest, I wasn't going to make a video about this, but I think I have to because a great leader just died yesterday. And I guess in America, most people don't know what a great leader Hugo Chavez was. And he's one of the people that I looked up to. Even though I don't agree with all his policies, there were aspects in the way that he ran his government that I didn't like. By the way, if you don't know who Hugo Chavez was, well, he was, yeah, because he passed away yesterday. If you guys don't know who Hugo Chavez was the president of Venezuela. Now, a lot of people say that he was a dictator, but I don't believe that he was a dictator, at least in my opinion, because in Venezuela, I believe that they hold elections every 6 years, and he won the elections 3 times. Now, he only got to serve 12 out of the 18 years that he was going to run, basically, because he won the election last October, and he wasn't able to serve out his term because he got sick from cancer, and sadly he passed away. And I know a lot of people that don't sympathize with him, but I have to respect the man. I don't respect his policies. I know a lot of people are like, oh, the good riddance, he's in hell, but so far I don't know. I've been looking to see if he was the type of leader that, you know, there's bad leaders that kill people or people disappear. From what I've read, I haven't been able to find any of that. So he's just a person that I look up to because he's strong. His people love him. I mean, it's incredible how some people obviously there's always going to be people that disagree, but the majority of people in Venezuela love him to death. Even though he was anti-American, he was I'm not going to say anti-capitalist, because Venezuela is still a capitalist country. It's socialist, which is a mix of capitalism and I guess communism. But for the most part, it's still overly capitalist. Now, the situation in Venezuela is not too good. First of all, if you guys think I'm from Venezuela, I'm not. I was born in the Dominican Republic, like I've said in other videos. But the Dominican Republic's one of the Dominican Republic's closest allies, apart from the United States, is Venezuela, because they get their oil from Venezuela. And Hugo Chavez helped the Dominican Republic in the sense that he traded beans. Basically, the Dominican Republic gave Venezuela beans, and they gave him oil back. And that's just crazy to me. That's the type of person that he was. He was respected by almost all the leaders from Latin America. He was basically the untitled leader of Latin America. Where he went, he was basically the main person that all the other presidents looked to. He respected other presidents, and other presidents respected him, except for Colombia, which they had a little disagreement for a while. And I hope I'm not boring you guys, because I'm kind of giving you a history lesson. But he's one of those people that you will probably see on t-shirts. Like, I don't know if you guys know who Che Guevara is. Che Guevara helped the Cuban Revolution, and he tried to help even in Africa inspire a revolution. I think it was in the Congo. And he ultimately met his demise in, I think it was Bolivia. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was in Bolivia, where he tried to revolutionize the country. He tried to help I guess the militia, whatever the hell they were. But anyways, if you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen the t-shirts with him. It's like a guy with a beard and stuff, and it's like an imprint. Well, he's like the symbol for revolution. And I have a feeling that Chavez will have something similar to that. I'm pretty sure people will make t-shirts about him, because he has his own form of government called Chavismo or whatever, and the Bolivarian Revolution. And the reason I really decided to make this video was because he inspires me to be myself. He inspires me to be a great leader. And like I said before, I don't agree with his policies, with all his policies. With some I do, because he was a champion of the poor. He fought the poor. Well, he fought poverty in his country like no other president. He focused on it so hard, and his leadership skills were incredible. He even had a show where he would talk to to basically his citizens, the people of his country, every couple of days. And he would sit there for hours just talking to them and answering questions about the things that were going on in the country, something that doesn't go on in the United States. Our president has basically just does it once a year. The State of the Union address is once a year. That's where he states whatever problems are wrong with the country or whatever he wants to do. His agenda is something. It's just something different to see. Like, people criticize him because Venezuela is not in the best of shape. It has a really high crime rate, and sometimes there's shortages of food and power. But I can honestly tell you that those problems are not just Venezuela's problems. There are other Latin American countries with the same problems. That is not a Venezuelan problem. That is also a problem in the Dominican Republic, Colombia, Paraguay, Peru, so on and so forth. Anyways, this was a little different. This was more of a history lesson for you guys. I spent hours upon hours reading. I hope it wasn't too boring. And peace out, players.